Hi friends! Welcome to part 3 of the VIP Mindset series. If you already watched the first 2 parts, amazing! You've made it this far. I truly hope the tips have helped you feel seen, encouraged, and empowered. If you haven't watched part 1 and part 2 yet, I highly recommend checking those out first. They will give you the full picture and help you make the most of what I'm about to share today. Now, it's time for the final mindset. Mindset 3. P. Practice and take action. The first 2 mindsets, value your voice and identifying what matters most, set the foundation. But if you don't take action, it's easy to stay stuck in your own head. This isn't just a theory. It's something I used personally and continue to use regularly to validate my English and build confidence in speaking. Let me ask you, when was the last time you actually recorded yourself speaking English? Most of the time, you already know how a word is pronounced, but you may not realize how it actually sounds to others. I used to think I pronounced certain words correctly. Then I record myself and play them back, and they sounded different. So here are 4 steps to improve clarity. Step 1. Shorten your sentences and slow down when you speak. Speaking more slowly and clearly makes your speech easier to understand. Many of us rushing our words when we're nervous, but slowing down gives you more control and helps you communicate with confidence. Step 2. Recognize common mistakes. If you often mix up words or struggle with the sounds and expressions that don't exist in your native language, take notes of them and practice. For example, in Chinese, he, she, and it are pronounced the same, so native speakers don't need to differentiate them in speech. But in English, each one is distinct, and using the wrong one can cause confusion. That's why it takes practice to get used to these differences. In English, kitchen and chicken sounds very similar, and I used to mix them up. Can you imagine saying, "Let's cook the kitchen in the chicken"? Yes, I did once. We all have those moments. With awareness and consistent practice, you will improve over time. Here's the secret. As long as people understand you, you are doing great. Step 3. Record yourself with a weekly target. Don't just think in English. Speak it out loud. I actually had a short pronunciation course in London years ago. But personally, I found that the most effective way to improve is simply to record yourself, listen back, correct your own mistakes, and practice regularly. Try recording yourself reading a short paragraph, answering a common question, or just express a thought. Then play it back and make a note of anything you would like to improve. Repeat this weekly, and over time, you will notice your clarity, rhythm, and confidence growing. Step 4. Set up a simple challenge. Send voice notes. Start small, record short voice messages, and send them to yourself. Then, as your confidence grows, try sending voice notes to a friend, a study partner, or even a supportive online group. This is a method I've used myself to challenge my comfort zone, and it really works. It is a simple but powerful way to build your speaking muscle in a low-pressure, supportive way. Let's quickly recap the 3 mindsets we've covered in this series. 3 mindsets. VIP. V. Value your voice. Your accent is not a flaw. It's part of who you are. Embrace it and focus on the value you bring to conversations. I. Identify what matters most to you and focus on clarity instead of chasing perfection. Prioritize a clear and effective communication. People care more about your message than minor mistakes. P. Practice and take action. The more you speak, the more confident you become. Focus on progress, not perfection, and take small, consistent steps to improve. So stop overthinking and don't be afraid to make mistakes. I have strong accent And I still make pronunciation mistakes. I still make grammar mistakes. But no one is perfect. The key is progress, not perfection. However, change takes time. Every time you speak, you are improving. Every little step is an achievement. So don't forget to celebrate every bit of progress you make. Now, I would love to hear from you. What's one word or phrase you've struggled with in English? Please drop it in the comments below. And if this series helped you, please share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Thank you so much for watching. And please remember, your voice matters, so keep speaking. And if this series resonated with you as a first-generation professional living in the UK, you might also relate to other silent challenges we often carry. For example, in many cultures, aging parents expect to live with their children. But when we build our lives abroad, this becomes difficult, both emotionally and practically. If this sounds familiar, I invite you to check out my next video. It's a heartfelt and honest conversation, and I hope it brings comfort and clarity. You will find the video linked in the description. And if it's not live yet, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you will be notified as soon as it's available. See you there!